Work backwards to prove it. That is not science. That's the opposite.
Hi, I'm watching Bones and crocheting. What's up? How's it going? Why am I recording right now? That is a great question. That is a fantastic question, actually. Excuse me, kitty cat. I'm baby boy. I just felt the need to say something today. Don't, that's mine. I have my mac and cheese right here. I'm about to just chow down some white cheddar mac and cheese while I'm watching Bones. And no, I'm not using a bowl because all my bowls are dirty and I don't feel like doing dishes. So I'm gonna eat out of the pan because that's life, my friends. That's my life right now. So how am I gonna start this off? Let's start this off with this book that I've been reading, Wisdom of the Body. And it is by Walter B. Cannon, MD. It is an old book because obviously you can tell on the corner it was $1.95 when it was published. So I don't know where the date of hello? Anyways, it's an old medical book and I find it very intriguing. So to start this video off, as to why I'm making it is because of something that inspired me. A train of thought, a stage of my life. Colossal forces. Alright, frickin' colossal forces. There's a part in this book that goes over colossal forces. And I find it so amazingly amazing. And let's see if I can even find where it's highlighted. Okay. Okay, let me just read this. It may come off as some gibberish because the way that they spoke back when writing this book was obviously, I feel, a lot more intelligent than how we speak today. That's why I also love to read books like this, which are very old, like the Bible. That's why I love the Bible, and I love King James Version because of its cryptic thou and thee and art words. I find it poetic. But anyways, enough about that. This is what it says. The living being is stable, he wrote. It must be so in order not to be destroyed, dissolved, or disintegrated by the colossal forces, often adverse, which surround it. By an apparent contradiction, it maintains its stability only if it is excitable and capable of modifying itself according to external stimuli and adjusting its response to the stimulation. In a sense, it is stable because it is modifiable. The slight instability is the necessary condition for the true stability of the organism. Okay, so to put that in a more simplified term, for us to find our stability, we must be surrounded by instability. It's what stabilizes us. It's what the challenge. Okay, I wrote it down in my journal today. I know, I'm just all over the place today. Bear with me, bear with me. Come on, patience, people. Patience. Makes you stronger, makes you a better person. Well-grounded is to have patience. Okay. I went over, okay. Our bodies and very existence rely on ever-changing conditions, situations, etc. to continue its stability. I found that extremely interesting because though our flesh desires the easy route, to be lazy, sit around on our couch eating mac and cheese, what it needs, though, is the very opposite. We need challenge, trials, and adversities that cause our instincts to stay sharp, for our minds to process, to have strategies, and to go over solutions. It is the essence of the saying, use it or lose it, which is also scriptural as well, though I forget the exact verse. It goes a bit like we are all given gifts, such as dreams and skills and, stuff like that. And if we don't use them, we will lose them. So this is how I'm trying to express and explain what is going on in my mind right now. I called off work today. Texted, technically, because this is the day and age we're at that I can get away with it. I didn't even call my manager. I just texted her and said I am not okay right now, and it would be probably unsafe for me to drive the bus today, and they wanted me to do another sports event tomorrow, Saturday. And I told her I can't do that either. So I basically gave myself a 3-day weekend. And I turned my phone off right after sending that text, and I have not turned it back on. And Mom, if you're watching this, which you probably are because you're kind of stalker-like and watch everything that I post, I love you. You were supposed to come today, and, well, you probably texted me, and obviously I'm not responding because I turned my phone off. Don't worry. Obviously I can tell you're not too worried because I kind of do this stuff often, and you know where I is. I'm at home. I'm not drinking and partying anymore, so don't you worry. But this is why I'm going through something. The Colossal forces. I decided I'm not going to be a workaholic anymore. I've not done that before. Texted or called off work like that before when I'm not dying. I definitely can say that I was a workaholic. Do you want me to show you all my W9s? Is that what they're called? Or W4s? Or W2s? What the frick ever. I've got a lot of them. A lot of them. I can say, I don't know out of proudness or pride for myself, I definitely have a lot of work history way above average for my age, because of that fact of, at one time I worked 4 jobs at one time, worked double shifts, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday afternoon was really my only time off, and Monday afternoons. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and since then I have really never cut myself a break much, up until the point of coronavirus, when I was forced to not work. And it was really hard for me to even file unemployment. That was the first time I ever got unemployment, and I didn't like it. And I did kind of gyp myself out of 2 weeks of that unemployment because I had issues filing for it, and I just didn't want to try because it was frustrating. So I did miss out on 2 weeks of pay for that unemployment, which, you know, would probably be handy right now to have that money, but whatever. Money is money. It can all burn anyway. It's all gonna burn. Essentially, it doesn't mean anything. We just make it mean something. Anyways, Thursday I was having a hard time, mentally, emotionally, just a lot of different things. Life, you know? Could be anything. Could be everything. And I do love all the kids on my bus. I don't want to speak ill of them. They're kids. Have you watched the movie WALL-E, that cartoon of the robot that was sent down to Earth, that the humans trashed, and all the humans went into a space shuttle until Earth was inhabitable again? And all the humans, throughout the generations of them living on the spaceship and being pampered, just became fat, obese, and round, and didn't even fucking walk for themselves anymore. That's kind of what it reminds me of being in this day and age. I don't want to say I'm offended and I felt disrespected by the kids yesterday. Because how many times have I told them, please just sit down. You know, it's for safety. This is what I've been trained to do. I really don't want to see you guys get hurt. Just stay seated when I'm driving. Like, I wouldn't mind if they, did some stuff when I was at a stop, whatever, stand up, take your sweater off, whatever. That's consideration. You thought that, oh, I remember my driver telling me nicely, and I've heard her say it several times, I'll wait until a stop sign comes for me to stand up and, take off my sweater or something like that. But no, you do it when I'm driving. You run around and do stuff, break pencils and leave them on the floor, when I tell you every time I'm the one that cleans the bus. Even when I was a kid, I wouldn't do that. But then again, I was a different type of kid. I was always very conscious of how I affected other people and how I would make them feel if I did anything, said anything. And the fact that I don't see it in any of the kids these days, it is saddening. And Colossal forces. Colossal frickin' forces, man. I like putting myself in challenging scenarios like this, but I'm starting to question if I'm even making a difference. Am I making the difference in these kids' lives like I wanted to make? And at this point, with how I am, who I am, and giving stuff to them, I already told them on the last day of school I'm going to do something for them. I'm going to get them snacks. We're going to do something fun. And I'm going to work all day, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, to make a whole bunch of crocheted things for them to have, to put on their backpacks, to keep, whatever. But you know what? I don't think they'll really even appreciate them. They're not going to consider how many hours it took for me to crochet these things. I'm going to put little eyeballs on them, little hands, and poofy hair. They're going to be really cute. I already made one, but I gave it away already, so I can't show you. But they're going to be really nice. But I think it's just going to be taken for granted. Because like that movie WALL-E and everyone just getting fat and comfy, these kids already think that their life is hard because they don't have the newest phone. Their life is hard because they don't have this, they don't have that, but they don't even consider that way back when 6-year-olds were given booze and whiskey and told to go shovel in the mines, while the young girls under the age of 10 would already having to be cooking and cleaning and sewing, and the only thing that they had to play with was maybe a fucking rock. I know I'm getting a little heated. I am a little heated. I just feel like quitting. And I only have not even a full week left of work until I'm off for 3 months, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not even concerned about making money or finding another job at this point, because honestly, I quit. I don't quit like the normal quit. I quit normal life. I quit thinking like everyone else thinks, and thinking I need a 401k, and I think I need insurance, and I think I need this to set myself up for when I retire. Dude, I'm sorry. I can't even plan for tomorrow. I'm an actual believer. I actually believe in God. I actually believe in the Bible. So the fact that I would think that I need to prep for the future is a lack of faith. So I'm just taking one day at a time. And I'm hoping with me calling off or texting off and then shutting my phone down. Yes, very unprofessional. I agree. I would not recommend acting out like that if you want to make a certain, reputation with your work. But I'm at the point in my life where I don't care. I'm not who I used to be, and I'm not really sure who I'm making myself up to be currently, but it's not going to be who I was. Yeah, I was a good hard worker. I was the one that you could rely on. Call me anytime, I would be there. I would do anything. I would work so many hours, even if some but family member is dying in my family, I would still choose work. I'm not going to choose to continue to live like that. So I'm going over a lot right now. And I don't really know where I stand. I don't know what's going to happen when I come in Monday morning. I did text my manager, and tell her I can't work Friday, Saturday, but I will make sure that I am perfectly fine come Monday. I don't know how she's going to come at me Monday. Knowing her, she'll probably be really gentle and nice and say what's going on. And I'm going to try my hardest to hold back any tears and say everything is fine. But honestly, I'm not fine. But I'm working hard this weekend to be fine, so I'm keeping the phone off. Yeah, I'll watch some Bones, but honestly, I find it very, I find it beneficial and intellectual. It's not stupid stuff. I mean, granted, they have some stupid jokes, but it's not the worst garbage I could be feeding myself right now. And I will be reading. And I will be eating. And Mabby and I will go for lots of walks. Wherever you guys are at. I hope you know how to take a breather. I spent a lot of my past years never taking a breather because I didn't want to face where I was actually at and how unhappy I was and how unhappy I was with who I was with. And I feel like I'm at this stage of my life where I can fully reflect and see everything in front of me and carefully ponder the direction of my path. Okay? The steps that I'm taking. I don't have to know what's going to happen in the future, and I'm not going to try and plan for the future, but I know that with what I do on the day-to-day and what direction those choices are going to lead me to, cause and effect, I'm going to make sure that I choose wisely. And I'm not going to try and make myself so terribly busy trying to make money or help other people, which I love helping other people, but to what extent is it that you're just being used and now they're going to just simply expect you to do all these things for them and they become lazy, and in the long run you're not helping them at all. You're just getting used. I've learned that lesson. I don't know if that ramble made sense at all, but I had to say something today. So at least my mom will know I'm alive, Ma. I'm sorry I haven't been texting or calling you, and I would assume that if you really thought that I was in danger in any way, you'd just show up at my house. So, I'm fine. And if you do still want to come over this weekend, you can. I'll just be doing nothing. I can't promise you my house will be very clean. But that could change tomorrow. It's been rainy and cold and chilly today, so as to why I'm not moving. I'll just be crocheting and making these things for these kids that I hope will appreciate them. Or then again, they could just see it as another thing that they own and toss it aside, and it ends up in the garbage. Can't say I didn't try, though. Hope you guys are having a good day. And you have a good weekend. And maybe something I said will stick with you to help you find out what you're doing with your life and what direction your steps are leading you to. All good things. All is well. Live long and prosper.